as my main character, the knight, in Dead by Daylight. I just gotta set it up, which shouldn't take too long, and then we'll get that done. Alright. I know it's been a couple days since I've been streaming this game, and I'm gonna be getting back into it, don't worry. Fear not. Alright, let's get this going back. Alright, let's get her going. Okay. There we go. I just need one more thing to do here. 1 second. I just have to go to my thing here. Where is it? Let's go. There we go. Let me just put this on and then we'll get going here. Hold on. There we go. Alright. So, first of all, this knight is going to definitely strike fear. Alright, so let me just make sure I got this the way I want it. Yeah, that's good. I go against a lot of sweaties when I play as a killer. It's probably because I'm always... like right now. Wait, what's the date today? Yeah, I've been playing more Survivor lately, but I gotta get my killer grade back up. What's the date today? It is the 3rd, so 10 more days. So I got 10 days to get this to iridescent. I should be able to do it if I continue to play as. But then I've been playing other games too, so. But, yeah. Okay, so the one thing I'd like to share with people while we're you know, talking about things. So I did a test recently just to see, and it has nothing to do with this game. This is off topic. So I decided to delete a couple of videos that weren't really that important, but I decided to delete them to see what would happen. And since I've deleted those videos, I have noticed that my viewership has went way down. So, when they tell you not to delete videos, make them private or unlist them instead, because I did a test, do that. Don't delete them, because it's almost like they punish you for deleting them. So, yeah. It's like starting over. Tell me you wouldn't be scared of this knight. Look at this guy. Damn, man. That's what my knight looks like to them in the game. I love when they don't ready up. I'm just kidding. I'm being sarcastic, by the way. I don't like it when they don't ready up because it makes you wait forever, right? So, and it's not fun. These guys are going to be scared when they see my character. Okay, so whatever map we're going to, they are trying to get the hatch to spawn at the thing. They're trying to get it to spawn at the killer hatch. So if I manage to kill 3 of them, because I haven't played this in like a little bit, like a couple days. It's been like 2 days. I haven't played in 2 days or 3 days, something like that. But yeah, no, that even that's too long. You gotta kind of keep yourself up. Because I've been playing more games that are like this, I should still be okay. Oh, this map. I don't mind this map. It's not my favorite. But I am using the knight, so I should be okay. Oh, there's a Twitch TV person in here. Great. Toxicity level is about to go up about 90%. Gotta pay attention to the haven't played this in a couple days, so. Why are they being so fucking watch this. Are you guys seriously that fucking toxic? I can walk through it, they can't. Sweaty little cocksucker, isn't he? Bitch. Hey, what's up? These guys are a bit sweaty, I can tell. Okay, bitch. My first game is the knight in a little bit. This is my main character. They're probably trying to open this gate right here. See, I've got the banner on, so I'm hoping that one of these guys are dumb enough to... Oh, that's okay. Watch this. You're not blocking me, bitch. Fuck off, you little fucking piece of shit. That's what happens when you're a cocky asshole. No, you're not getting away, asshole. And this is what happens when you try to save your friend. This is what happens. You should have just left when you had the chance, but no, we gotta go save our friend. So instead of getting no kills, I just got 3 motherfucking kills. Boom! Stupid bitches. That's how you take care of idiots. That's hilarious. Bet you they won't do that shit again against the knight. I bet you they won't. Oh, 2 of them are dead. Look at this shit. 2 sweaty motherfuckers dead. Boom. Look at that. Let's take a screenshot of that shit, shall we? There we go. There we go. 2 Prestige 100s murdered, and a Prestige 37, and the Prestige 4 gets away because, well, he's a pussy. And he ran away and left his friends. Doesn't surprise me. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to snip this, like, really good. I'm definitely taking a snippet of this stream and turning it into a shorts. Oh my god. That is why you don't try to save your friend when you're going against the knight, especially when the knight's running the banner. The banner. Can we read that banner, please? Let's see what that says. While his banner was raised, those who called themselves civilized ran and hid because for all their codes and laws, they had nothing resembling actual strength. While a survivor is hunted by a guard, spikes block the exit for the hunted survivor. Also, vault locations also get blocked as well during the hunt. And it lasts for 25 seconds. Yeah, so the keywords here are, while a survivor is hunted by a guard, spikes block the exit for the hunted survivor. That's the key word. See, they thought they were funny. That guy even teabagged me, right? He thought he was getting away, and I'm like, you're not going anywhere. That was your fatal mistake, was getting cocky. So, where did that teabag end up? Well, you can pretty much see what happened. So these guys got all the generators, and I hadn't killed anybody yet. Like, I hadn't killed anybody. One person was like, I think I got like 2 hooks, that was it. And then this guy got hooked. This is the last guy I hooked. And then the exit gates were powered. And then these 3 people tried to body block me while he was trying to get away. And one by one, I took them down. And I kept blocking each one of them so they couldn't leave, and then took them down, and then took them to the hook. It was like bang, bang, bang. Next thing I know, 3 people are dead. Why? Because they tried to body block me. This guy did get out, but I killed his friends, who were, like, sweatier than him. So, the moral of the story and the advice is when you're going against certain killers, especially this killer, you always have to have the mentality that if you're going against the knight, there's a good chance that he's running the banner. So when you stand at the exit gates and teabag, be aware that you're risking a lot. You're risking a lot. That, my friends, was probably the most satisfying match I've had yet. Well, no, sorry, second most satisfying. The most satisfying was when I got a 4K doing the same thing. These survivors were these survivors were getting super hot, cocky, right? Because I hooked one of their friends. This was not this last match I played, but this was the one where I got the 4K. So, yeah. So they got cocky. They kept trying to save their friend. I kept injuring them. They weren't healing themselves. This is the mistake they made. They weren't healing themselves. And they all tried to rush in at the same time, and I did one swipe with my sword and took 2 of them down. The other one tried to run away. I sent a guard after him, and he couldn't leave, and I immediately chased after him. Guard took him down. I immediately pulled him out so he couldn't leave. Put him on the hook. The other guy was already on the hook. He died on the hook first, and then I just went back and hooked each one. Bang, bang, bang. And I ended up getting 4 of them. Okay, so let me look at this because there's an update. There's an update on there's a developer update that was posted 40 to 49 minutes ago. So let's see what they're saying, what they did. What was the update? Oh, they retired the yellow version of the Mori. There used to be there was 3 Moris. There was the yellow, the green, and the red. There's no more yellow. In this new patch, there's no more yellow. They're getting rid of it. It's being retired. As a result, we will offer 1 million blood points for any unused offerings. Oh, they just updated the Skull Merchant again too. They just made a new change to the Skull Merchant. Hmm. Okay. So there was a bit of change. Okay, so they're not, yeah, that's better. That's a better idea. So they're introducing some stuff. They're introducing some stuff, and it looks like it's going to be good. They just wanted to update people on what they did during the PTB. So they really bumped the hillbilly down. His overdrive speed used to be like 13 ms or something like that, or 13.5, and they reduced it all the way down to 11.5, and they just upped it to 12. So, and the hillbilly's supposed to be fast when he's in overdrive. It's just that survivors hate the hillbilly, and that's why they, yeah. You know what I think they should introduce into this, and I think it would make good use of? I think they should introduce... Here, hold on. Let me just I'm going to talk about this for a second. I think they need to introduce... so, let me show you, first of all. That'll make more sense, I guess. Let's do our offerings. We'll go right to the very, very bottom here. Okay. So we got Vigo's Blueprint. Tremendously increases the chance of spawning the hatch at the main building if the map has a main building. Then we got Bloodied Blueprint. Reveals the aura of the basement hooks to you for 20 seconds at the start of the trial. Tremendously increases the chance of spawning in the basement in the Killer Shack. And then there's this one. Tremendously increases the chance of spawning the hatch in the Killer Shack. This was the main building one. So for all of these things, they should make one specific one for killers. And it should say tremendously decreases the chance of the hatch spawning at any of these offerings places. This one doesn't count, as this is just showing you the hooks and your chances of, you know, being spawned in the basement. But this one, the Anointed and the Vigos, all have a chance for the hatch to spawn there. So they should make one for specific just for killers, that if they use it, they can decrease the chance of it spawning on either of those locations. And it should be one blueprint that basically decreases on both places. That way, if somebody decides to use their one of these, and the killer decides to use one of theirs, it will basically reject their offering. It's not stopping the hatch from spawning. It's basically like stopping the hatch from spawning for sure on one of those two places. Because there's a lot of survivors that will use the blueprint and they forget that the killer remembers seeing it, because they do get shown. We do get shown that what they're using. And then they'll just camp the area, and they'll wait for their friends to die. To me, these offerings, what they do is they encourage people to not help out their teammates, especially when it gets down to, like, you know, 2 people left. It encourages them to hide and wait for their friend to die, is what it does. And it's unfortunate. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna grab a drink. Hey, what's up, Rickety? I'm kidding. What's up, Ricky? Sorry about that. I was just upstairs for a minute. Yeah, so the last match I played, there was 4 survivors, obviously. One of them got hooked at the end. Like, I hooked one of them before that, but... So I hooked another one. But his teammates were trying to body block me when I was trying to... Sorry, I hooked him. So then I got somebody else down because I had my guard chase him and block him from leaving. So they were trying to block me from putting him on the hook, so they kept getting in my way, so I kept stabbing them. Finally, I was able to push one out of the way and put him on the hook. Swipe her down. She was down. She just stayed right by the one person that got put down was right by the hook and just stayed there. And then I just chased the other two. I sent my guard after another one, took him down, took him to a hook. The other one tried to rush in and save. The other one then ran away. Sent a guard after him. But the one that I dropped, he was able to successfully get the person off the hook, but I took him down at the same time, the other one. So I put him, yeah, I left him by the hook. The guy that got off the hook immediately left because he could see what I was using, and I just kept using my guard to stop them from leaving, and I ended up killing three of the 4 by doing that, which was so funny. It's like I should not have gotten any kills at all, but they tried to save their friend, and that was their downfall. And then they got cocky at the end. They started teabagging before they got to the gate, and that was their downfall right there. Because then I dropped somebody. Sorry, I sent my guard towards the as soon as the exit door opened, they started teabagging. I sent my guard ahead of them so he would chase one of them. Immediately stormed in there. My guard smacked one, and it was like a double whammy. My guard smashed them, and then I smashed them, so they went down. And that was the one that they were trying to block me with, which didn't really help them out. It ended up costing them 3. It ended up costing 3 lives, just to save 1. I mean, that's not a good trade-off, in my opinion, but I guess in their opinion, it was a win for them, right? Well, they thought that, but it's not, but... I mean, if we were going to go for overall who won that match, I obviously did, because I killed 3 people before. But it wasn't a good trade-off. 1 person lives, 3 people die. No, that's not a good trade-off. And 2 of them were Prestige 100s. On top of that, 2 of them were Prestige 100s. So there was a Prestige 4, 2 Prestige 100s, and a Prestige 37. I killed both 100s, and then the 37. The 4 got away. Let me see their names here. I can tell you if they're sweaty or not. It's Brain Games. This might be a little sweaty, possibly. You just have to look at their names. See, even though it doesn't show me what level they are, I just go by their names. Like if their names are like stupid like that, it's Brain Games, for example. That tells me something. That tells me a lot, actually. Magic Shadow. Solar Eclipse, like these are the, see how they're kind of sort of driving? That tells me they're probably sweaty. That's okay. The Knight loves sweaty people. He loves killing them. And when I'm using the banner, it's even better because I can block their pallets and stuff. Yeah, I can block their pallets. So if I start doing a patrol path and I go through multiple windows, those windows are blocked for 25 seconds. Which means if I'm chasing a survivor into that area, which I did in the last match, she got really confused because she couldn't go through either window that I blocked. And then which ended up getting me closer and smacking her down. Because she had nowhere to go. She couldn't hop over the pallet, she couldn't go through the windows. I don't like this map, but we'll do it. Hopefully it works. scratch marks. Go to jump through that window, would you? I fucking hate this monster. Where'd that cunt go? That doesn't work on me, bitch. You think you're good, don't you? Oh, this is the longer chase, that's right. Bitch. Shit, I just went the long way. Is that the game? Oh, that is the game, isn't it? Now, body block me, will ya? There's a 4K, baby. Again, why you don't fuck with the knight. Especially with Call to Arms. Oh my god, that was too easy. Yeah. Jankenstein. Mm-hmm. Look at all these guys. NHL 25. I have NHL 25, but yeah. Well, that was fun. Well, I mean, not for them, but it was fun for me. I wonder if there's a way to see. Let me see. Yeah, I agree with that. So one thing I would love... One thing I would love to... Here, let me just tweak this a little bit. Here we go. I'm gonna use this one. There we go. Let me just refresh this. Now, you're still going to get them. It doesn't matter. It happens to me a lot. I get a lot of toxic / bully. You get the gist. Okay, so the minute I take this banner off is the minute that they will do their thing. But I just want to say something before I start searching for a match. So I know because I've been on both sides of the fence with this character. So I've went against this character, and this is my main character. I use the knight. That's my main character. Hey, what's up, Tans? The biggest weakness of the knight is the fact. Well, there's two actually. I'm not sharing. One of them I'm not sharing. One of them I'm not going to share, but the other one I will. I'm not sharing both, just one, because one of them is very critical. The one that gets me that they need to fix is when I want to make a patrol path, for example, as a survivor, you can see the path that I'm making as the knight for my guard to go. You can see the green orb going, so you can see the path. So what I think they should do to fix that problem is get rid of the fact that they can see that. Like, they can see that I'm summoning something, but they shouldn't be able to see the path that I'm creating. Therefore, they would not know which way I could be going, which would make it a little more interesting for the knight, and I think he deserves that much. Because it's so easy for survivors to avoid his path if you pay attention to his orb. You know where he's going with his guard, and you just move out of the way. And you can just keep doing that. But I don't need to worry about that because earlier, I'm going to tell you a story, Tan. You're going to like this one. So the first game I played today with the knight, I was getting my ass handed to me. I had only had 2 hooks. I only had 2 hooks. They had like 4 generators at the time they had completed. Coming up, all of a sudden, they complete their 5th generator. I take a survivor down just as that happens. There's a hook right there, so of course I hook him. And I get him to like the second, just over. He was almost dead. He was very close to being dead. And then another, 3 survivors are coming in to save their buddy. I injure them all. They do successfully get him off the hook. I chase them to the exit that I know they're going to. And of course, you see that I'm using the banner. So they try to body block me from getting the one that just got off the hook, because I want to kill him, right? Because he's like on his deathbed. I ended up taking one of them down. Right at the gate. Because he immediately left. Okay, he immediately left. I sent a guard after the other 3 that were standing in the gateway. They're the exit gate. One of them was already injured, or sorry, one of them wasn't injured that it chased. I immediately rushed into the exit gate, and my guard smashed him and injured him, and he ran right into my sword, which of course I then dropped him. So now I'm carrying this guy to the hook that's right there, and they're trying to body block me from hooking him, which is their fatal mistake. This is where it gets interesting. So I injure both of them that try to body block me, then I take one of them down right by the hook. I hook the other fucker. I hook the one that I'm carrying. The other one runs. I immediately summon a guard to the gate. Of course, you know what happens. He doesn't get away. He gets taken down by my guard. I pull his ass back to the fucking thing, put him on a hook. Other guy's on the hook. The other guy's trying to crawl away. I grab his ass, take him to another hook over there. I just got a 3K. I shouldn't have gotten any kills, but I just got a 3K because of cockiness. So, because they couldn't leave, right? As soon as I start a chase, I know what I'm doing. That's why I use this. So I'm going to tell you a little secret. With the knight, you do not want to fuck around at the exit gate and be a douchebag, because I'm running the banner, and you're not leaving if I chase you. You're not leaving. I fucking killed 3 people at the gate. 3 people that got cocky, that tried to save their friend, died. They tried to body block me and died. Okay, the very next game, I killed all 4 of them. And this is my 3rd game. I don't know how this is going to go. The moral of the story is, you can screw around with all the other killers, but this killer, when he's running the banner, is a no-no. Actually, there's another killer you don't want to fuck with either. That's the trickster. Because if the trickster is using No Way Out, you're in trouble. No Way Out and Remember Me together? Oh my god. That's nasty, all on its own. Because when the exit gate finally gets unblocked, the switch, and he goes to activate the switch, if you're using Remember Me and you've got 4 tokens, it's going to take him an additional 24 seconds to open that gate, which gives you tons of time to get to the gate. I'm using Remember Me on the knight. Yeah, I'm using Remember Me. Oh, fuck, I hate this map. I don't like this map because of the basement shit. There's too much going on in the basement. I think there's like, what? 1, 2, there's 2 basement gens. Yep, that's where they are. Yeah, stop using this. Are you fucking getting cocky, you little bitch? Seriously? See what I mean? He knew where I was creating the path. He could see it. I'm not gonna chase his ass. He can fucking go jerk himself off into fucking oblivion. Fuck off, Steve. You fucking toxic little cocksucker. I fucking hate toxic. This is why Steve gets targeted. You can hear him, right? Doing that shit. It's a macro. Or he's using scene partner, sorry. Did he just... I gotta pay attention to these fucking things. He's using, yeah, he's using that fucking gay ass shit. He's a toxic little bastard is what he is. I'm probably not gonna win this match because this fucking map's stupid. I don't like this map. It's like one of the ones I don't like. There's just too many things for... This map, I would say this map is super survivor-sided when it comes to this particular killer. Oh, hold on. Notice how I don't open the walls at all? There's a reason why I don't open those walls. I'm sorry, are you being a cocky bitch? I just want to see if he gets them. Yeah, he did. Okay, cool. Why can't I summon my guard? This is why killers kill Steve first. This is why Steve dies first. Come here, cock goblin. Hey, what's up? Now, I don't know if you're watching this, Tans, but you're probably getting a good idea of why killers always target Now, are you seeing why killers target Steve? Are you seeing why? No, I said now you know why now you know why Steve's getting targeted, right? You haven't been watching? You should, because he's been toxic the whole fucking game. Oh, yeah. Well, pay attention, because you're gonna see why. Hopefully I get the cocksucker this time. Bitch. Gotcha. This is the... Let's see how many kills I get this time. I know they're working on the gate. Oh, your toxic shit's going down, buddy. He's dead. It's two. Yeah, see, they left. They fucking left. Because they knew. They knew what was going on. You don't fucking get toxic with me, you little bitch. Fucking send you to the for a dirt nap, and I did. Fucking toxic Steve annihilated. And for what? Because he thought he was funny and got owned? This is why I have to stop using Steve when I play as a survivor, because this is why I get targeted. This is why they target me first when I use Steve, because they assume, just like every other killer, that I'm going to be toxic. So you get targeted first. They ruin characters in this game by doing that, right? Because then you want to use a character that you like, but you can't because, yeah. Wait a minute. Hold on. Now, so, and you end up, the killer ends up killing you. Now, those guys those guys have obviously, they've went against the night before. Because you saw how they didn't hesitate to leave, they left immediately. Most people that don't understand how the night works, they think that they can get away. So they'll stay at the exit gate and wait for you. What they don't realize, like I said, is if you're right nearby and you send a guard into that area and it starts a chase, guess what's happening? There's gonna be some dead bitches. That's what's gonna happen. It's always funny though. Oh no, they can't send me messages. They can't. They can't send me messages because I'm hiding my name. I mean, they could if they're in the same system as me and they're nerdy enough to know this. They have to be on the same system as me though to do it. And I know this because I was playing like I am right now, where I was hiding my name, just like I am now. And somebody sent me a message like 30 minutes after I played against them. So I knew they were on PlayStation because that's the only way they can send me messages. Is, well, if they're not on the system I'm on, like that's basically the only way they can send me messages, is that they have to be on PlayStation. If somebody's on PC, they can't send me shit. The only other way they could send me a message is if they came and if they knew I was streaming and they came into my stream afterwards. Then they could do that. But other than that, there's no way for them to communicate with me unless they're on the same system as me. But if they go through the steps of looking, like, to find out who the killer was by going by players met, and they know the other, the first 5 people, they know you know what I mean? Like, all 4 people are known, and that 5th person is unknown. That's how you know who the fucking killer was, if he's on PlayStation or Xbox or whatever, if they have the same option. They just go to players met. It doesn't always show, though. Sometimes it takes a day or two. Sometimes they're lucky and it's immediately, right after they play. That's how they find out and message you later. And if they do send me messages, which is usually the usual, like if I go in right now and I switch this up, like if I go like right here, I can make it so they can see it. I could unhide my name, right? So now they can see who I am, right? They can see my username now. It doesn't say you anymore. So now they'll know who I am. So now they can send me messages, right? But do I really want to put up with that? That's the next thing. Do I really want to hear somebody whine when I kill them? Not really. So I don't. So I do this. Fuck that. Hide my name, please. And now I'm you, which is basically the night. It'll say, so what it does is it'll say the night. It'll say the night twice on the screen, at the end screen. Under my username, it'll say the night. No, that's not cocaine I'm taking, by the way. That is my spray, my fucking allergy spray, because my allergies are going off the fucking chart. I don't usually have to use this. If I have to use this spray, that means that fucking this allergy season is bad. Because this is like a last resort. That's working instantly. Nice. Yeah, so when my allergy pills fail, I have a spray that's prescription, and I only use it when I need it, because it causes me to get bloody noses quite frequently, because it's so strong. So hopefully I don't get one later on. That's the side effect. Okay, but it does work great. That's the plus side. It works great. Good chance you'll get a bloody nose. What do you think of my skin, by the way? What do you think of this night skin? That's pretty intimidating, eh? When I'm chasing people. Look at that fucking sword. That's the next thing. Look at that sword. That looks like that looks like it could tear open some shit. If you want a new asshole, this sword will give you one. Trust me. Did you say you wanted an extended opening? I think we can give you one. How much does it cost? Nothing. Just stand still. Oh, and get ready to scream, because your ass is probably gonna burn. Alright. So, I'm gonna change this up. I might take this away. I know I should not take this away, because this is a beautiful fucking ability. It is. It allows me to make a patrol path double what it normally is. But I feel like being a dick. I feel like using this one right here. So when my guards smack a survivor, they're gonna inflict broken on them. And when a survivor is broken, they cannot heal. And this is a really good one because it lasts for 60 seconds. So they can't heal for 60 seconds. So it'll be easier for me to hear them scream like a bitch. And then I'll just chase them once I can hear them. It's great. I did this to people before. It was fucking hilarious. They did not like it either. One of them rage quit. They tried to heal themselves. The survivors ran in trying to heal them, and they're like, "Oh, you're broken. I can't heal you." It says right on the bottom, anyways. It says broken prevents survivors from being healed for 60 seconds, and that's long enough to do some damage. Now, what I was referring to is I like using this because this pisses survivors off. Because whenever I smash them, if they're carrying an item, they'll drop it. This makes them, this gives me the ability to knock the item out of their hand. And if it's a med kit or a toolbox, that's major, right? That can really fuck them up. But that's not the best part. Then I use this one, and as you know, if survivors come within 12 meters of that dropped item, I can see them. And if they're dumb enough to pick it up, they'll suffer from Oblivious for 30 seconds. And what Oblivious does is it makes it so they can't hear my footsteps. So you know how the knight's really loud when he stomps? He's like clunk, 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 clunk. Imagine not being able to hear the knight coming because he's silent. That's what Oblivious does. So if survivors are dumb enough to pick up their items, and this is a twofold way. This one right here works two ways. So if I knock their items out of their hand and they come within the item, they come within 12 meters of the item, I can see them. But if they also drop their items, because sometimes your med kit is done and it's useless, so you drop it, right? It's a habit. Most survivors do. They'll drop their item. The minute they do that, Weave Attunement is activating because it's like, oh, you're dropping an item. Cool. You see the auras of dropped items. Like, as soon as they drop it, I'll know where they are. Immediately, I will see their aura. And then this one, well, it comes from Freddy. It's kind of funny. So, every time my obsession loses a health state, I gain a token up to 4. Okay? Each token is worth 6 seconds. So, 24 seconds maximum. Now, when they interact with the exit gate, it is going to take them an additional 24 seconds to open it. Which really pisses survivors off. I have been a victim of this exact perk. Remember me. It took me forever to fucking open the exit gate. And I mean forever. But if you have a thing that speeds it up, like if you have something that speeds up the process of opening the gate, then it's not so bad, but it's still brutal. And then of course Lightborn, well, you know what that is. Nobody can blind me. But I was really thinking about putting Shadowborn on, because Shadowborn gives me a 10% haste, which means I can move 10% faster. I was thinking about doing this. I was thinking about getting rid of this and switching them up. Because I have so many things I could be using that are more aggressive anyways. So this one can become a very, 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 very nice ability to use. So whenever I hear a generator and I go smack it, I will become undetectable for 30 seconds. What does happen, and this is funny, is my terror radius and my red stain I put them on the generator. It goes off me and it goes to that generator, and then the generator has a 32-meter radius. So they're not going to go near that generator. Usually they're not going to go near that generator because they're going to think I'm there, because they're going to get that heartbeat thing going on like crazy, right? So they're going to think that I'm at that generator, but I'm not. Who knows where I am, right? Because I'm completely invisible. Not invisible, but like they can't hear me coming. They don't see my red stain. So they won't even know. If I sneak up behind them, they won't even hear me. And they won't know I'm there because the red stain's not there. That's a good idea, because bots are very, very aggressive. The bots are super aggressive. There's a lot of perks to understand too, right? Depends on what side you want to play on. Each side has shitloads of perks that you have to understand. There's so many I could use. This one's a... Survivors really fucking hate this one, by the way. This one really pisses survivors off. So this is not a hex. It does go away if you heal everybody. Okay, it does. But if there is injured people, so let's say me and another person are going to a generator, and the killer's chasing one person. Let's say there's 3 of us going to a generator, and one person's getting chased. If that chased person becomes injured, it doesn't matter if it's only one. Everybody gets affected by it, and it says it's only 2%, but that 2% feels more like 12, because we did a generator with a killer that was using this, and the more people that are injured, the better. It gets more aggressive when it gets more, like, the more people you injure, the more aggressive it gets. This might be perfect for me to use. Well, I need to know what you have for killers. What killers do you have? Because the knight he's not a part of the original killers. He's an add-on. You know what's funny? When I first started this game, do you want to know who I thought I was going to be? Sorry. You know who I thought my main was going to be? Honestly, I thought this guy was going to be my main. This is who I thought my main was going to be. But then when I started playing with this guy, well, you can see what happened. I'm Prestige 14 with this one now. Okay, so every one of my killers is at least Prestige 1. Every one of them. They're all like Prestige 1 at least. Okay, but you can see which ones I use on a regular basis. You got Bubba at level 6, or Prestige 6. You got the Nurse at Prestige 5, 3, 3, 2, 4. Then we go down the list. 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 3, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 14, 4, 8. So you can see that I use the Knight, I use Vecna, I use Bubba. Okay, those are the ones that I use the most. And then the 4s and shit I use sometimes as well. Dracula, you haven't seen me use very much of him, and it's mainly because, well, I don't really like him. It's unfortunate too, because he was pretty cool, but then when I looked at his powers, I could see how easily survivors can overcome that shit. Now, he does have, like, his wolf form is nasty. If you do, so when you lunge at somebody with your pounce, you have 2 tries, right? Your first one misses, you can immediately turn yourself around and you get an automatic pounce in whatever direction you're facing, almost instantaneously. So you can turn it around and end up biting them. And you know what I think this is what I think should happen. So, I think they should switch up Dracula's powers completely. I don't know what they're going to do with the other ones, or maybe they keep one of them. So let's say the wolf bites you. This is what I think. Let's say the wolf bites you. I think what should happen is you become infected, and if you don't find garlic or something to cleanse it or something, whatever, then Dracula gets to control that survivor. You know what I mean? Because Dracula can do that, right? He's got that little thing that he can hypnotize them. I don't know who brushes up on their fucking vampires, but so if they don't cleanse it within a certain amount of time, you can basically they become your puppet until they're cleansed. And you can use them to attack other survivors. You know what I mean? I think that would be cool. That would have been a good power for Dracula right there. Turn them against their own people. But they chose to do what they did. I guess they figured it would be too powerful. But again, there would be balance there, right? You could cleanse and then get your shit back. But yeah, there's so many things I could think of that they could have done with him that they didn't do with him. The hillbilly, remember that nerf I told you about the hillbilly losing his speed? Yeah, so they got some feedback on the hillbilly. And they ended up putting it back, sort of back, not quite the way it was before, but so they nerfed him all the way down to, like, his speed was nerfed from 13.2 or something like that down to 11.5. And then when they did the PTB, people were pissed about that, so they bumped it back up to 12. So when the patch comes out, he's only going to lose a little bit of speed. Not so much like it was bigger. It was a bigger nerf than they did. They fixed it. They put it back sort of, so like they found a medium basically. And then there was some other things too, like the Skull Merchant is not as nerfed as she was before. Like the original PTB, she was supremely nerfed, and they realized that was way too much. And I told you they would do that. I told you they would do that. They would nerf her beyond, and they fixed it. What, Survivor? Okay, let's go to that side. Let's go to that side for a minute. There's 2 survivors I would recommend. It depends on what you want to do, but do you want to be like? Do you want to be a person? Well, obviously you're gonna have to figure something out. Don't try to be a looper right away. You can practice doing it, but I mean, I would get better first before you do that shit. Learn from people. But the first character I used was Dwight. Actually, no, it wasn't. It was her. So either her or Dwight. He has Prove Thyself, which when people are with you, like when they go to generators, you get a speed bonus. They get a speed bonus for helping you, so you can do generators quicker. He also has Leader, which can help with a lot of things. He also has Bond. And then go to the other one. This was the first one I used, actually, not him. I used her first because I liked her ability right here. She has Technician. Technician is the one that when you screw a skill check up, it doesn't make a loud noise. So basically, it doesn't let the killer know that you fucked a skill check up. So if you're not running Technician and you screw a skill check up, you hear that big bang, the explosion that happens, and that lets the killer know where you are when that happens. But when you're using Technician, it doesn't happen. There is a penalty for screwing up your skill checks, though. See, it says the generator explosion will be prevented. However, when you get this to purple, which I believe I have it at purple, let me see. Yeah. So when it's at purple, it's only 3% additional progress lost instead of 5. So there is a downside to it if you do fuck a skill check up, but it's not as punishing as if you didn't have technician and it exploded and told the killer basically where you are. And I have people all over the place. When I've played with them, they'll come and help me, and I'll be using technician, and they won't be using technician, and they'll screw a skill check up almost instantly, and I immediately leave the area because I know they just notified the killer where we were, so I immediately leave. Those are the ones I don't know. Those are the ones I think are pretty decent to use. I think there's something wrong with my controller. I hope not. It keeps doing some funky shit. No, don't. So Dwight or her? Unless you want to be a healer, then her. But I ran with this one right here. I had some really good success using her, actually. Killers don't like her, that's for sure. As for killers, if you want to be a killer, I recommend you said you have Ghostface? So you have Ghostface and then you have all the regular killers.
It's a wonderful day to have fun.
So Bloody Coil is my favorite on the Trapper. So when you play as a Trapper, survivors will disarm your traps a lot. This is the solution to that problem. Bloody Coil. So when they fuck with your traps, when they're trying to disarm them, if they're healthy, they get injured. Which is good. Some people don't learn. They'll go heal themselves and then try to disarm your trap again, get injured again. They're just fucking dumb, right? They can't help it. It's okay. And then the other one I have that I like to use is the Honing Stone. So when somebody does get trapped and I'm rushing after them and they think they're going to get away, as soon as they try to free themselves, they go into the dying state instantly if they try to get away. I love it. The minute they're trapped, so a healthy survivor can get stuck in the trap and then they go to leave and they go into the dying state. It's great. Do survivors like that? Oh no, they don't like that. Have you ever used this one before? It seems a little crazy to use this, but it's actually pretty funny. Because you get a 10% haste for 10 seconds. It's like the total opposite of Lightborn. Didn't she just get a new... Didn't she just get... I thought she just got a new... Let me see. I thought she just got a new one here. Let me see. Oh, maybe I was wrong. Or she's getting it. So the nurse is getting a new skin soon. And Dracula is as well. I think it's the 8th of October, I believe. And with her, this is what I use with the nurse. Jenner's Last Breath and the Torn Bookmark. And of course I'm using the Black Hand, so I must only have one of these. Yep. Jenner's Last Breath, I have 5 of those. Let me see what we got. There's another one that's good too. I think it's this one. No, it's not. It's not this one. I think it's the other one. I think it's Campbell's. Yeah, it's Campbell's Last Breath. Campbell's Last Breath it can be fun to use, but it's very annoying too, because if you're chasing a survivor and you blink, you do a full blink, you'll do another automatic full blink depending on what direction you're standing or you're in. You'll automatically go into a full blink, and sometimes it can work against you and you'll end up flying right by the survivor. So I don't use that one. The one that I'm using is Jenner's Last Breath, which allows me to have I can go back to my original location from where I started blinking from, and then I will get another blink as soon as I'm returned to my original position. So that ends up giving me like 5 blinks total. Now you're probably wondering why I'm using this, and this, right? So survivors love to do multiple generators at the same time. But see, this on its own is good, but not good. So the repercussion of this is it sends difficult skill checks out to any additional generators that are going on. But the one that you actually hit doesn't get a difficult skill check on it. So it's kind of vulnerable, right? So that's where Overcharge comes in. Overcharge will put a difficult skill check on that initial one that you hit. So not only will the ones that you throw out there that's being worked on will get a difficult skill check, but the one that you just hit will also get a skill check, a difficult one when somebody comes back to it. Now, not just that, but for the first 30 seconds, it's going to regress at 130%. These two stack, by the way. Call of Brine and Overcharge, they stack together. So this gets 125% when you hit the generator, and then this is 130, so that's 255% regression for 30 seconds, and after that it's like 215% or 205% for the rest of the time. So that's still fucking pretty fast. This is a really good anti-gen kind of, and this also, if they fuck up the skill check, it will tell me that somebody screwed a skill check up and what generator they're at. I'll get a loud notification. And I've actually had it where there 3 generators got screwed up, and I was like bang bang bang, I could see 3 things go off, so I knew where the survivors were, and of course I blinked over there and got them one by one. And then of course Lightborn, of course I hate being blinded, and as soon as I take this off, I'm not even kidding, most people don't run with flashlights when I use it. Some people do, but as soon as I take this off, because I tried it before, as soon as I take it off, I will get people running flashlights and blinding me. It's like, I don't know, it just drives me nuts. So I just keep it on, just for the hell of it. But I sometimes I use this same combination with all of my killers because it's fucking good. It is really good for gens. Obviously you want them all to be purple, right? These 3. 1, 2, 3. Get Oppression. Oppression used to suck because Oppression used to have a big cooldown. It used to be 60 seconds. They've reduced it down. Oh, the Offering just blocks it so that I don't lose these. Because I only have one torn bookmark. It's my favorite thing to use. So this will stop me from losing this and this. So it protects your add-ons. It basically gives you a free usage of that time. So if you have lots of these hands, which I don't, I only have one with this one. But if you have lots of these hands, you can potentially use this many times. If you only have one version of these, you can keep using it because this will protect them from being burnt out and being used, as long as you have these hands. So obviously I'm going to wait till I have lots of blood points and go through her tree and see if I can get some more hands or more of those, which I don't see any right here. But that combination is good with any character. It doesn't matter which killer you're using. I like it because it helps me manage the generators much easier. Like, I could put it on this guy right here. I could put it on this guy right here and it would be nasty. I don't know what he's using right now. I can't remember. Not using them, but sort of the same thing. Not quite. I don't have oppression on here, though. This is nasty, too, by the way. If you ever use this. Haunted Ground. When this is purple, it's 60 seconds. So, whenever survivors decide... whenever a survivor decides to fuck with this, and they break it, every survivor becomes exposed for 60 seconds. This is one of the nastiest hacks in the game right here. Haunted Ground. Oh yeah. This is pretty fun too. I like this one sometimes as well. Make your choice is also nasty as well. So it says, when a survivor rescues another from a hook at least 32 meters away from you, make your choice causes the survivor to scream and applies the exposed status effect for 50 seconds. And if it's purple, it's 60 seconds. It is not... So there's so many things I could use that are fucking crazy. But this one... Oh, this one's fun to use. Survivors fucking hate it. When they see that... Sometimes when they see her using Haunted Ground, they will leave. They will rage quit out. Because, think about what it says. The minute somebody fucking destroys one of these totems, every survivor becomes exposed. Which, as you know, it's one hit and they go down. You can basically one hit them. If I was using Haunted Ground with the Knight, oh boy, there'd be some problems. Imagine that. Like, imagine if I put that on. Imagine if I took this away. Actually, no. Took this away. Took this away. Okay. And I put this on. Yeah. Okay. Now, you can really fuck with survivors if you want to. You can take this away. There's another one too that there's another one you can use to actually extend this. This one is very fucking annoying. These two together are very annoying. If you want to be a supreme dick, there's other ones you can use as well. Where's the other one? Okay. There's... if you use these hexes like this, Undying, Haunted Ground, and... Oh yeah. You want to piss survivors off, you came to the right place. There's one more that I could put in there. That could be... I could become a supreme dick. I could put this one in there as well. So if I ran these four fucking things right here, our Plaything, Undying, this one, and Haunted Ground, there would be some problems. Or I could use this one, but I wouldn't. Where is the other one? There's another one too. Actually, no, I'll do this one instead. If I was gonna do that, I would do this one, I think. Yeah, I could use that one as well instead of Plaything, but Plaything's pretty fun too. And then if I was going to do this way, I would do this. That way I can, whoops, that way I can have an extended, I can have an extended, whoops, I can have extended patrol path. This is what I would like to call being a real dick. I've had survivors fucking quit when they see all these hexes I'm using. It pisses them off. Especially if you're using the night. There's other ones you can use as well. Where's the other one? Face the Darkness is also another one you can do. Actually, yeah, I would use that one instead. So Face the Darkness. Injuring a survivor by any means lights a dull totem, activating the hex. While the hex is active, all survivors outside of your terror radius will scream every 25 seconds. There's also this one. Like, there's so many fucking ones I could use. Actually, this one might be a better one. After one generator has been repaired, a random dull totem becomes a hex totem and curses the obsession. The obsession suffers a 33% repair speed penalty. Oh yeah. So, if we want to... If we wanted to, we could actually... What was that other one I was talking about? Where'd it go? Not that one. Not that one. Does anybody know what that... Does anybody know what the hex is? Let me see. I'll go look. Dracula has a really good one, actually. I'm thinking about that right now. Hold on, I just gotta look at his things.
Quite fun at times.
Dominance, that's what it is. Alright, back to the night. I'll show you what dominance does. I'll show you. Take this away. Go right here. Okay, so the first time each totem and each chest is interacted with by a survivor, that totem or chest is blocked by the entity for 8 seconds. The auras of blocked totems and chests are revealed to you in white. This is a really good way to fuck with survivors, because now I can tell when they're screwing with my shit. Damn. Nice. This tells me that they're getting close to my items. Then this one blocks them when they go to use it. Oh, dick mode activated. Oh, I feel sorry for these people. Oh, you know what? Oh, hold on. Yeah, it's okay, it's okay. Whatever. I'm just got to be very careful when I pick people up. I'm gonna have to send my guards out to protect. So whenever I go to pick somebody up, I'm gonna have to send a guard out in a radius around the fucking hook. That way if anybody tries to flashlight me, the guard will immediately smash them. That's one thing I like about the knight, is he has ways to protect against people trying to blind him and block him. You can just put your guards out. So before I pick somebody up, that's usually what I do. If I see a hook and I'm going to take them to him, I look, see where the hook is, and then I send the guard and I do a 360 around that hook, and then I pick up the survivor and head to the hook. That way it reassures me that if anybody's if anybody's near me, the guard's going to see them and chase, and then they're not going to be able to flashlight me because they're going to be too busy running away from the guard. I did that a couple games ago against somebody. They tried to flashlight me, or they thought they were going to flashlight me and didn't realize my guard coming behind them because I had sent them out on a path forward, but just enough to come back and kind of go near the hook that I was going to. Yeah. These guys are going to be too busy trying to get rid of they're going to be too busy trying to get rid of hex totems to be worrying about anything else. Mind you, I'll probably get a sweaty group of people that know, like, it's usually how it goes. Get them going. They can hear that. What the? Let's see what they did for their offerings. That's good for me. It's 2 screech cobblers and a putrid oak, which was me. I was the one that did that. Considerably decreases the distance between hooks. That's what it is. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I'm looking at your comments. I was like, yeah, I know. I've learned a lot in this game as a killer. I've learned how to do a lot of things as a killer. I've learned how to strategize and stuff. It's still hard. It's not easy by any means. Come on, bitch. No, you don't, slut. Get over here. Uh-oh. No. This way. Follow the blood. Going somewhere, bitch? I'm not falling for that shit, bitch. I'll get you when I need you. get you, fucker. Don't worry. You're gonna go to your second hook state already. Oh, you thought you were gonna fucking... You thought you were gonna pallet me, didn't you, asshole? Didn't you, buggin' nublet? Nice. Okay, so you took me to an area where there's no hooks. Okay. Well, there's one right here, but... I can't believe you're taunting me like a little bitch. Fucking dumb bitch. him dead. Fucking cunt over here. It's okay. You're not going to get too far. As much as you think you're going to get away. Oh, you fucking cunt. You're lucky I missed. Oh, no. She's going for this exit here. Oh, here. Let's give her a welcome. Let me get a little closer. Look at this is what happens to cocky people. I'm going to show you. This is what happens to cocky people that think they're good. Dumbass. This is why you don't get cocky with the fucking knight. You don't learn though, apparently. Do you? Think you might get a brain cell in there sometime. That's why you don't hide in the exit gate thinking you're fucking Mr. I'm so good. Chased your ass right out of the exit gate. It's hilarious. Prestige 100 fucking dead. I've killed 4, no. Yeah, sorry. I've killed 3 Prestige 100s today. So far. In 4 games, I've killed 3 Prestige 100s. I love when they get cocky. So that little noise that you kept seeing was the survivor was jumping over. So they were getting overconfident, and they were jumping back and forth through the fucking window, which is causing the constant bang, 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 bang. Right? That's why you don't do that shit when you're going against the knight. Stupidest thing you could ever do. So when she tried to leave a second ago, when she went to run and saw that it was blocked, she went and ran the other way. And once I chased her out of the area, like out of the exit area, I knew she was fucking dead. As soon as my guard smacked her, I knew she was dead. I was like, even if she tries to run to the other exit gate, I'll block her. I'll block that exit gate too, with my banner. I'll send a guard after her and block the exit, and she's fucked. Like, these survivors don't learn when they go against the knight. They just think, oh, it's just like any other killer, you know. Forget the fact that, you know, I can fucking block the exit gates with my banner. But hey, you know, let's teabag the killer. Or let's stay in the exit area and then teabag and try to run away. Yeah, no. You know what? You know where that ends up happening? Is you end up dead. This is one killer you don't want to fucking do that shit with. Especially if they're doing it, especially if you're running the banner like I am. This one. So this does a couple of things actually. It's not just blocking the exit gate, like the actual exit. Not the gate, sorry, the exit itself. So once they open the gates, if I start a chase, that person goes to turn around and run away, they can't leave. It blocks it. It blocks it for the entire duration of the chase. So, is it a smart idea? No. I would recommend that if you're going to go against the knights and you open those exit gates, you might want to fucking leave pretty much instantly after you open the gate. Otherwise, well, you're going to end up like my friends here, and yeah, they didn't make out so good. It's always nice when somebody gets cocky and tries to run the whole map thinking they're going to get away, and it's like, you're not going anywhere, bitch. Like, where do you think you're going? Even if you get to the other exit, you're not going anywhere. My guard can... I'm using call to arms, so I can outrun you. I can outrun you with my path. And I'll just send the path towards that gate, and you're fucked. Like, you're not going anywhere. So, was it worth being cocky when you had an exit gate open and a way to leave? No. It was not worth it. She should have just left when she had the chance. The other thing you can use as well, dominance is really good because it blocks them. If they try to interact with one of my totems, it will block the totem for 8 seconds. And then it's going to take them time to, you know, they didn't touch this one. They didn't get this one. It's a very good thing that they didn't get this one, or they all would have been dead. Because this one is nasty. Haunted ground. So if somebody breaks one of those totems, every single survivor becomes exposed for 60 seconds. Every one of them. All 4. And when you're using the knight, if you're chasing one person, you can send your guard to chase another person. You're going to get 2 downs. Possibly more. You got 60 seconds. It is possible to take 4 people down quick. Once they're exposed. Oh. I remember one time with Bubba. I was using Bubba and I hooked somebody. And I was getting beat pretty bad. And they decided to come help their friend, but they all rushed in at the same time, and I went into a tantrum with Bubba, and I just started swinging like crazy, and I started knocking them all down. I got all 4. I got all 4 kills. I had no kills, which turned into 4 because of stupidity. That is why there is just some things you don't do this with, and the knight is one of those killers, especially if they're using this. I have 12 banners left. I have 33 Knights contracts. These are also good. Now, they won't stop somebody from leaving, but they're nice to put a guard. So, if there's if I can see somebody working on a generator, and they see me and they run, I can go and send my guard to that generator to send my guard in there to damage the generator. But then that guard is going to stand there for an additional. He's going to stand there for an additional 8 seconds after he completes what completing damage in the generator. He's going to stand there for 8 seconds and wait. And if any survivor is dumb enough to go back around and not realize he's there, yeah, chase is going to happen. So basically, he's just going to stand there and guard the area. Now, what they should do with the Knight's contract, I think there should be a rework going on with this, is keep it the way it is. Everything should be the same. The only thing they should do is when the guard is standing at the generator waiting, his radius, his circular radius, is showing to the survivors, so they can see if they're paying attention that there's something there. What they need to do is take away all the noise and take away the circle during the process of him waiting at the generator. It's not just generators he can wait at either. He can wait at pallets. He can wait at walls. So if you have a breakable wall and if you send a guard to a wall to break it, and you're using the Knight's contract, he'll also wait at the wall after he breaks it for 8 seconds. And same thing with pallets. After he breaks the pallet, he'll stand there and wait. Survivors don't like this, though. They don't like these hexes. Undying. They don't like these ones. This one, and this one. Haunted Ground is probably the most scariest one of them all. Because as soon as they break one of these totems, everybody becomes exposed, and they'll know it too, because it'll come up with that big bang, like that noise that it makes when for example when you're standing in the terror radius of the trickster and he's using the fucking, oh my god, no, I can't remember what it's called. Starstruck, sorry. And he's using Starstruck. That noise that it makes when you become exposed, that's what happens the minute you break one of the once you break one of the Haunted Ground totems. It makes that noise, and it does that to everybody, not just one person. So everybody becomes exposed for 60 seconds, which is not good. It's not good at all. Because, yeah, they're super vulnerable to being killed. Or down, sorry. And, yeah. Just, I don't know. There's so many survivors, just... After they complete generators, like, if you haven't killed anybody or hooked anybody, like, let's say you've only got, like, 2 or 3 hooks on different people. What I don't get is why they get cocky at the end, and then you trap them, and then they get knocked down. You put them on the hook, then their friends come try to save them. You injure them, then you send a guard after them, then they get down and put on a hook. And then what ends up happening is either they leave when they have a chance, or you end up killing every one of them. Because they wait too long and you keep trapping them with the banner. I'll be right back. Anyways, actually no. You know what? I'm going to jump off here and get some work done. I will be back after. Don't forget to like and subscribe for some more night action. I'm used to killing a lot of people, so alright.